okay, I'm starting to identify this inner evil or shadow, whatever you want to call it.
I call it the winner in me.
The winner. Okay. How do you work? How have you worked with yourself on this part of your psyche?
Well, it first of all was rehab. You just walk in there and it's like, well, I'd lost everything material in my life, and I was sitting there with a piece of paper in the first night in this cottage, and it was like I had to write on family, finances, career. Well, family, they've all gone. I don't have any relatives in the UK, and what I did have left me. So finances, I'm 80 grand in debt. I don't have any income. I'm finished. No one will give me a contract in football. That's finished. It was a really quick process. Family, finances, and career. No one was touching me. I'd had 22 employers in 17 years.
No.
It's pretty unemployable. My agent called me and said, look, I think it's not been good, the feedback. So I was accused of taking teams down, being a cancer in the locker room, all of these things. So it was a pretty quick 0-0-0. That moment is rock bottom. There's nothing.
Yeah.
It's zero. So, but it was a moment to go, well, the only thing that's not zero, the only thing left in here is self.
Yes.
That was a journey of who the hell am I?
Yes.
And I always say to people now, if you can't answer that in under 5 seconds, you still got work to do. Like, if you're going to go into leadership, take that on hugely as a father, as a leader of the family, working with leaders. I know who I am. I'm a winner, and I'm highly sensitive and emotional.
Yes.
Huge moral compass, sense of God, whatever that is. Highest moral sense. So that's who I am. Everything else is additions to father, husband, brother. It's not who I am. The winner has been, a long time to understand that that's what that is. Okay. I'm a winner. I've got a four-year-old son, and he's tougher than any client I've got. I'm so aware, and I'm watching it play out in him.
Yeah.
He got a coat the other day and whipped his sister across the face with his coat, zip cutter, and whoa, she's screaming, and his sister's 12. And what's happened? I just beat him at the game, and he didn't. That's the minute you beat him, it's all hell breaks loose.
Yeah.
I have to let him win.
Yes.
And people say, no. I've heard people say, I taught my son, I beat him every time. Man. I don't want my house to burn down.
Yeah.
But I'm watching that, and because of my wife lives with me and understands me, she lets me manage that.
Yes.
And I said the biggest danger to him is shame.
Yeah.
He's a winner.
Yes.
There's an energy in him so powerful. He's 4. He doesn't know anything. He's not been taught anything. He's just got this energy going on that he can't.
Yeah.
It's a dark energy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So
how do you channel that with both athletes you're working with your son?
I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Anyone who's got the answer and everything, I'm skeptical of. I just try and feel empathy, which you start to understand is empathos is the Greek. In suffering, empathy means. So really, empathy means I've suffered badly and I'm still in touch with that suffering emotionally, and I'm going to sit with. So when he's suffering on the back of, he's lost a game to his sister or whatever, he's suffering at that point. I've suffered there.
Yeah. And
I can pull that emotion up and sit with him. The rage, the anger. I saw it, he gets his fist like the Hulk and he's squeezing and everything's going in. I'm just observing that going, wow, it's energy.
Yeah.
Energy. So I just try and sit with them in that place. Brené Brown talks about, empathy is not the same as sympathy. Sympathy is, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. And do you want a chocolate bar? And empathy is, I'm going to sit with you for as long as you need in here. I've sat with athletes who've cried for 15 minutes. Big American footballers crying. That's uncomfortable. Yeah. Sobbing. Wow. And I'm sitting in a one-to-one and I'm just trying to center myself and just sit with them.